Hey everybody, it's Orochinagi's Oyaji here to talk about K999 and why I think you probably won't see him again. K999 99999 is a character that we saw in King of Fighters 2001 and 2002. And some people were thinking, hey, this character is a bit familiar, it reminds me of something else. And if you watch some anime, you might recognize this character as a rip-off, a complete copy and paste of TETSUO from Akira. But in fact, this is not the case. And I'll give you some evidence to demonstrate, to prove why it's not a rip-off at all. It's a homage. First of all, I'm sure you've seen lots of videos where their moves are all the same. But the key to proving this is, first of all, you need to pick Kusanagi. And Kusanagi, you select by going up, down, right, left, down, up, left, right. And then you get to Kyo, pop them out. Then pick good old K99. The rest of the characters we don't care. The point is that these two characters have a special intro. And it's very, very special. And if your memory's good, you might remind you of something if you think about the film Akira. Let's take a listen. Wait for it. Okay, so we have to say that it's not a rip-off at all. It's an absolute homage. There's your evidence. It's the scene put straight into the game. So copy? Rip-off? I don't think so. I think it's actually a demonstration of the love for this anime that they've put into the game. So that's that. Number one. Number two, people were saying, okay, why don't we see K99 in other games? Maybe SNK wanted to, erase that part of history when they had become bankrupt, and then they reformed other companies like Eolif, and then they had to rebuy their franchises and their brand names and struggle and before becoming reborn as Playmore, and then becoming SNK Playmore, and then finally becoming SNK. It's all very, very interesting history. But if you just look at the character selection of King of Fighters 14, you might notice that you have Angel, because Angel was part of this team. Angel was created at the same time. So it doesn't work out. It's simply a matter of paying for the license. Akira is owned by TMS Entertainment, and that's not a small company, I can tell you that much. They would definitely be asking for a bit of cash. And if you know SNK, you remember that they know a bit about legal activities. And if you remember, high school girl. That's the pun. High score girl, and they had to do a little bit of asking politely for cash from that company for using their video game names. So in the world of legal financing and suing and stuff, they probably don't want to be taking risks at this moment. Vis-a-vis paying for the actual license probably is quite expensive as well. So I think people need to stop thinking about hating K999. I'm sure they would actually like to have K99 back. Maybe even have K99 and Nameless at the same time. Why not? What, Nameless? Did I say Nameless? Oh yes. So you remember, of course, we had Nameless in King of Fighters 2002 UM because we couldn't have K99 again. And if you look at the some of the artworks in I think King of Fighters All-Star or King of Fighters 14, K999 has been erased. But it's not because they hate him, it's simply because it costs money to use it. It's a license. So that's it. I don't think we need to talk any more about that. But Nameless was an interesting choice, and people were scared as well that SNK hates this character and this playstyle so much we're going to delete him as well. But there he is, back again in King of Fighters All-Star. We never know when we're going to see that character again in a main King of Fighters series, but he is there. And if anything, SNK definitely owns the rights to this character, and this character looks nothing like TETSUO, so it's going to be completely safe. And it's a likelihood that he could be back, no problems. K99 though, I'm afraid probably not yet, at least, you know, at least if, unless somehow, if you all the fans keep asking for it and SNK makes lots of money in the meantime, maybe then they could pay for the license and you can see K99 come back. So that's all I want to say about K999 and the King of Fighters series. I think that, yes, we could see them again, but it's going to cost SNK. So if you want to see K99, you've got to put the pressure on. You've got to show that you really want him to be back. And so we'll see what happens with that. So I hope that was informative, and I hope that, you know, stops you screaming at SNK for at least that. You should scream at SNK about rollback netcode or something else, or your other favorite characters. But I'm sure that they love all the characters that they've made, and you expressing your love for these characters is also very important. So go do it. And oh yeah, and that completely forgot. Our community manager, Crispy Kaiser, was asked about K99, and he came back and said, okay, that's not a subject we can really talk about. And again, it's not because SNK hates this subject, but because it's a matter of a legal copyright thing. And I think that just means, yeah, we don't want to talk about that, because it's just basically talking about money and legal things and obligations and ramifications, and we don't really want to. We just you know, the answer is just gonna be we just don't want to pay for it. It's not really, doesn't seem like a good idea. We'd rather put newer characters. Okay, I'm not speaking for them, so I'll let you think about that. But if you want to see a very specific character, you can always leave a comment with Crispy Kaiser on Twitter and on SNK's global channels. All right, on Facebook and Twitter and so forth. So that's it, done. That's it, finished. That's my little informative piece over and done with. I hope SNK doesn't sue me for using their soundtracks, or even the TMS Entertainment for using the clip. Copyright TMS Entertainment, copyright SNK. I'm just a small YouTuber. Peace out. See you next time.